I tried to test if my boyfriend really loved me, and I ended up losing him. A few months ago, I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I decided to test my boyfriend's love. We had been together for almost 2 years. He was the kind of person everyone hopes to find. He was patient, gentle, and he had this way of making everything feel lighter. Even on my worst days, he found a way to make me smile. But then, things started to change, or at least, I thought they did. He was busy with work, sometimes he replied late, and my mind began to twist small things into proof that he was losing interest. I convinced myself that if he truly loved me, he would notice I was pulling away and fight for me even harder. So, instead of talking to him, I created this little test. I stopped sending messages first. I stopped calling. When he asked if something was wrong, I said I was just tired or stressed. In my head, it was a way to measure how much he cared. At first, he tried. He really did. He would call me, text me every morning, and even drop by with coffee just to see me smile. But I kept pretending that nothing was wrong. I acted distant, cold, untouchable. I told myself that if he truly loved me, he would never stop trying. After about a week, the messages slowed down. Then, one night, he did not call. The next day, nothing again. It felt strange, empty. But my pride told me to stay quiet. To wait. 2 days later, I received his last message. He wrote, "I do not know what is happening, but it feels like I am the only one fighting for this. I love you, but I cannot keep proving it every single day. To someone who does not believe me anymore." I read that message 100 times. And yet, I did not reply. I told myself that he would come back. He always did. But this time, he did not. He stopped calling. He stopped texting. And a few weeks later, I saw him in a cafe near my college. He was with a few friends, laughing in a way I had not seen in months. It was the kind of laugh that comes from peace, not from pretending. That was the moment I understood everything. I did not test his love. I tested his patience. I pushed him to the point where loving me became painful. And when someone reaches that point, they stop fighting. I tried to call him after that day, but he never answered. I wrote him a long message, apologizing for everything, but I deleted it before sending. I was too scared to look desperate. Too scared to admit I had ruined it. Now, months have passed. I still think about him sometimes. I see his old photos, his smile, the way he looked at me when I laughed too hard. And every time, I feel that same weight in my chest, because I had everything I ever wanted, and I destroyed it with my own doubts. I tested his love, and in doing that, I proved that I never trusted it in the first place. Sometimes, love does not need to be tested. It just needs to be protected. And I learned that lesson when it was already too late.